Page 48. This is actually pages 48 and 49. I'm going to talk about all this. Briefly, I don't know what you know and what you don't. I don't know what your background is, but I'm going to cover it. And if you're bored, that's fine. You can be bored along with me. If it's new to you, then maybe it'll help. At the top of page 48, they give a new time signature. I have mixed feelings about this sort of thing because as long as you understand how the numbers work, it doesn't matter what they are. The only tricky part about them sometimes is the natural accents. We got to make sure we understand the natural accents. But in 3/8 time, it's like 3/4 time, except instead of counting quarter notes, you're counting eighth notes. There's 3/8 notes in them, or the same as 3/8 notes, which means the biggest note you can have is a note that lasts 3 counts, which would be a dotted quarter note. So you can't have any half notes or anything bigger than that in 3/8 time. Not allowed. Okay. Then they have some rhythms there that's on that page that you can read. They're not all in 3/8, but you do that. I'm not going to do the rhythms. Have fun with it. Just keep in mind the natural accent is like 3/4 time. It's the first beat of the measure. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. On page 49, they talk a little bit about transposing. Transposing is when you're taking something in one spot and putting it someplace else. You transpose it. Different techniques for it. I don't really teach much in transposition, but they do here, so okay. It's a good skill to have if you're going to accompany somebody. Singers can't always sing it in the key it's given, so they expect you to transpose it. So let's just take some of these, for instance, and see what we can do. The first one, you see the key signatures in C major. And it's broken chords and block chords. And then up here and up here. Well, if I want to transpose that to some other key, I'm just going to play the chord in that key, broken and blocked. So they show number 2 is you just go up here, here, and you got to figure out what the chord is. Well, if each note goes up a half step, that's it. This goes up a half step, this goes up a half step, and this goes up a half step. That's it. Okay. And then keep going up if you want. Up. And that's just transposing it to a different key. You're basically concentrating on fingers, what they're doing. And the third one down, it's here. You say, well, that's the C major because there's no sharps or flats, but actually it's a little misleading because it can be in another key than the key signature says by using accidentals. So this third one is actually in the key of F. Even though there's no flat in the key signature, there are no B's. But if there were B's on this line, I'm betting they would be B flats. But here you just go down. It's the same thing. If I want to go up, go up again. I'm playing the same thing in different places. I'm transposing it. Of course, it's written out for me, but the point is you can do this. You should do these in both hands. Like at the beginning here, you should do it in both hands. Now, as far as moving goes, it's up to you. You can leave the left hand where it is and just move the right hand. Or you can try moving both hands. Good luck with that. I'll leave that up to you, but you really should practice these things in both hands. Not the important part of this lesson. What is important here is that you can understand the idea of transposing from one place to another or from one key to another. If I go from C major to G major has 1 sharp, I'm going to play the notes in G major. So which is all the white keys except the F. F is F sharped. So I'm automatically going to play F sharps if I'm going to play it in G major. Let's say, let's go from C to D major. D major has 2 sharps, an F sharp and a C sharp. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the same fingers, but I'm going to play it in D major and I'm going to play the key of D major, which means I'm going to play F sharps and C sharps. Well, in the chord, there's no C sharps, but there is an F sharp. if I want to play this in A major, and I'm going to play the chord in A major, which A major is 3 sharps. So it's here, C sharp, an F sharp, a C sharp, and a G sharp song. So I'm playing in the new key as according to the sharps and flats of the new key. So when you transpose, you're not just transposing the notes, you're transposing the key signature. It's important in order to get the right black keys involved. It takes a little practice. I don't do much of it myself, but a lot of people enjoy it. And okay, let me know if you have questions.